everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a get ready with me for one of my gigs, and this is how I do my stage makeup. This is kind of how I got into doing makeup on YouTube, because people would ask me how I did my makeup for on stage. So if you want to see this look, then keep on watching. So I'm starting off by priming my eyes and kind of under my eyes with this Revlon Photo Ready primer, and I'm going into this shade of my Warm Spectrum palette just to set that into place and get a nice clean base. Then I'm going into this Rimmel black gel liner, and I'm just taking a small brush and putting this over my lid. This is one of those looks where it's super simple, but it looks really messy before it gets good. So I put that all over my lid, and then I'm blending it out with this kind of big pencil brush. I think there was a bit of product already on there, which made it look a bit brown, but it's fine. It's all going to work out in the end. So I am just blending out, and once I've blended that out as much as I can, I'm going into the black from the palette, setting that all into place and continuing to blend. Now, I really whiz past that step because it takes so long to blend out, but it's worth it. Stick with it. It just takes a lot of blending. Then I'm going into this well loved transition shade to kind of start to warm up the crease a little bit. And then I'm going into my Modern Renaissance palette. Oh god, so dirty, I'm so sorry. I'm taking these two shades, and then I'm just going into the warmer colours, just blending. I mean, you can see what I'm doing, but I'm blending it out, and then I'm going back into the black, well, to keep that nice, intense, smoky, black, grungy look going. And it's just very kind of repetitive, lots of blending. You can see what I'm doing. It's one of those looks that's so simple, and I love it because it's so easy to do, but it just does take a lot of time to get that blend. I mean, there's so much blending and topping up and touching up, but it is your personal preference to what you like. So I'm going to whiz past the other eye, but as you can see, it does take a while to really build up. You can pull on your brow if you want to help blend it out, and my eyes sometimes get a bit sore from how much blending it takes, because it really does. But you know, you can kind of see it's quite cool to watch it in speed, because you can see how the blend does come together. But it's just a case of sticking with it, topping up, touching up, going back in and back and forth, and just sticking with it. You've got this. So then I'm going into my Primark liner. Everything looks so haggard. Just putting that in my tight line and waterline, and then I'm using my Nivea post shave balm, there's something in there somewhere, to prep initially, and then going into my NYX Angel Veil primer to put that everywhere. And this is the problem with doing your eyes first. Your face makeup gets everywhere. But anyway, so I then brighten up under my eyes, and it literally looks like I'm hitting myself here. But anyway, blending that all out with Real Techniques sponge, using my MAC Pro Longwear, and then adding some drops from the Body Shop to that, just because I'm a little bit more tanned with this lovely hot weather, and blending that all. Yeah, I'm just trying to like make sure that my face matches my body, because I have a yellow undertone and my face seems to go a bit pinker than my body. I don't know why. Anyway, so I'm using this nude concealer from Maybelline just under the eyes and to cover up any blemishes, because it's quite a similar shade to the foundation. And then after I have done that, I'm going in with the shade Light to use as more of a brightening shade under the eyes, and then just blending that out as well. There is a lot of makeup involved with this, I'm fully aware, but it is for the stage, so you have to kind of pack it on. Now I'm using my RCMA No Colour Powder, semi-baking. You've seen me do this before if you've watched any of my other tutorials more recently-ish. I kind of just pack the powder on and just push it into the skin that way. I feel like the more time I take on my face, like with my foundation, I spent a long time blending it in, and I just spend a long time doing this as well, because I feel like the better I go, I'm just putting it in my smile lines there, the longer I take and the more I spend time on my face, the better it's going to stay. This makeup, I did this about 3 o'clock. It stayed on through a sweaty set and stayed on until midnight. And then I'm just going in with a brush after that and tapping off the excess, but there was so much on there, girl. And then just putting that everywhere because you need to stay nice and matte, and like I say, it does work because it stays. It really does. Then I'm going into contour with my Wet n Wild contouring palette, just contouring in the usual places that you would, everywhere, the nose and then your jaw and everywhere like that. Beautiful. Then going into my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and it smells like a dream. And then bronzing up the skin. Now, it looks funny because I haven't got brows on, but I'm doing this literally how I would get ready. Oh, I'm just using the face powder brush to sharpen up the contour as well there. And then going in with this Rimmel London, it's going so fast, I haven't done one of these in so long. Oh, what am I saying? To bronze up the skin. I'm singing along to Little Mix here as well. I'm literally having the best time. Oh, go on, girl. Is she okay? Someone send help. Anyway, I was sharpening up my contour, and as I was saying, I haven't got brows on because this is literally a get ready with me, how I would do my makeup for the stage. A lot of people on YouTube, I think, put their brows on first to make themselves look a bit more normal, but I don't when I'm getting ready, so this is me. Then going into highlight with my Goddess of Love highlighter by I Heart Makeup / Makeup Revolution. It's beautiful, I love it. And I'm putting that everywhere that you normally would. Highlight. And then going in with a fan brush after that, and I was kind of glowing a little bit more than I probably normally would for stage, but hey ho, why not? Shine like the star you are, honey. Who am I? Anyway, bronzing it up, continuing to bronze. Okay, now to the eyes. Oh sorry, I had to do my brows, I just couldn't handle it anymore, so I know what I just said, but I then needed to. So I do my brows in a really strange way. I've got my NYX, the pencil anyway, and I kind of do a bit of one brow, and then a bit of the other brow, and then a bit of one brow, and then a bit of the other one. I don't know. I know it doesn't make the easiest of watching when you film and stuff, but as I say, this is how I get ready. So then once I've done that, I go into this Benefit Brow Wiz, and then I continue. I mix the wax and the powder together, and I just build up the brows, and I think the reason I go between one and then the other is to try and just match my brows and add some hairs at the front as well. Then going under the eyes, I'm going back with every colour that we had pretty much. Transition shade to start with, then going into the two from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then just blending it all out, because sometimes when you put the foundation on after your eyes, which is why I don't generally like to do it, but this one you could have a lot of fallout, so that's why I have to do the eyes first. Sometimes you can get some harsh lines or sharp lines where you've put your foundation on and it might cut off a little bit of the colour, so continuing to blend all the time. And then putting the black under the eyes, you don't have to be too careful with this look, but when it comes to under the eyes with the black, it's worth making sure that it is a little bit more precise and making sure it lines up nicely with the lid colour. But saying that, I just sometimes tend to just whack it on however I want to, so you do you and whatever works. And because it's a grungy look and smoky look, it doesn't tend to matter too much. But I sometimes have it a little bit more winged out at the side than this. It's not exactly the same every time. Sometimes they are a little bit more panda-like and more wild and more grungy. But hey ho, it's just what happens on the day. And then I'm just continuing to top up and blend, and I cut out even more of me faffing and blending because that's just what I seem to do for 7 hours. And then I curled my lashes, as you do. And then I used this L'Oreal double waterproof mascara. And I like ones with the white mascara on as well, because my lashes, I feel like they aren't that full. Not that it really matters with this look because you can't actually see your lashes. But I like the fact that the white mascara really makes them that little bit longer, a little bit more voluminous. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Moving on to lashes, I'm using Backstage Lashes, and it's going so well, this glue upside down. Can you tell I haven't done one in a while? And then I'm just putting these lashes on. These tweezers are really good, and they're Lucy's. They're my best friends, and I had them since after the wedding, her wedding, and I just had them in my bag. So yeah, she said they're from Boots, and they're actually amazing. Go get them. They're incredible. Anyway, I like to kind of like squeeze my lashes together when they're on, and then I'm moving on to the lips using this well-loved, everything is so well-loved in my makeup collection, lip liner from New Look. Kind of putting that all over the lips and filling it all in, and then I'm going into my NYX Liquid Lingerie, and I couldn't find the other one. I think this is in Push Up, I think, but I don't tend to put too much on, because when you're singing there's a microphone, if you wear lipstick and too much of it goes everywhere, and then if you have oh, there we go, girl, get rid of that. And then a liquid lipstick can go a bit crusty, so I try not to put too much on, but I was going to set my face, but before we did that, I just wanted to cover up the lash glue. Some people wait for it to dry, but I'm too impatient, I've got a gig to do. So I just touch that up and cover it up with, I often either do it with a liner, but with this look, I do it with the black eyeshadow, just to hide the glue, and then there we go. You do you, boo. There she goes. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Set your face with the NYX matte setting spray, and then use the fan to dry that off because it's so hot. And then I set my brows with this Brow This Way little brow gel from Rimmel. I sometimes find that the lashes get a little bit caught in my brows, you know. But anyway, that's the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. That's how I get ready for gigs. This is the makeup I wear for all of my gigs. So if you liked it, hit that like button and please subscribe for more videos like this. And I will see you in my next one. Bye! Oh, I'm out of breath.